Hello again, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV. We're going into the final Coil of Bahamut, turn 1. Here we go, here we go. Leader's been kind of absconded with, so I didn't get to show off the text. But here we are, in Internment Hulk number 6 apparently, even though there's only 3. Huh. Oh, whatever. Now we've got the twins. So this is how it looks on the inside. This Internment Hulk still functions. Teleportation was a success. We are come to the right place. There's no telling how much further Bahamut has regenerated since we last beheld him. Let us make haste to the main bridge and deactivate the coil. There were receptacles similar to these in the previous Hulk. Those held chimerical beasts, but only the Allagans know what other abominations may be sleeping within. They may well be part of Delamet's internal defenses. We must stay to our guard at all times. Could actually sneak past all this trash with a ninja or with a really skillful lucky dragoon if you knew the exact positioning for a loop jump. Ninja can do it with Shikuchi, which is a skill we actually haven't gotten to see at all, I don't think. I don't think we've been in parties with any ninjas, have we? Maybe in the 24-man, but you know, not. Got more bio weapons. Kind of like dragons. That makes sense. Allagans were into enslaving everything, I suppose. I'm gonna die. Ah well. Maybe the summoner will raise me? Maybe? No? No? I don't think so. Yep, there's dragons in those tubes. Look, there's even a Twintania-style dragon. There's wyverns, some sort of Coil-looking things, a Twintania type dragon. Oh, like a Coil mixed with a dragon. combo. I should really just wait sort of thing. I wonder if I'll live through any of these fights. Probably not. Well, that's okay. I'd explain the mechanics, but you can see, like, it's pretty much already dead. That electric field. Why do they spawn aggroing me? Oh, I'm boned. Oh, maybe not. Yay! I was technically alive at the end of the battle. Yay! And in this raid, you can actually get item level 130 gear because it was, you know, the best stuff at the time. But yeah, check that out. Look. Twintania in a can. I think there should be a cutscene that explains this, too. Where Alphanod ruminates about it. The twins do. I had 12 dragons, and so many. You're aware that the Allagans possess the means to control the creatures, but to imprison them thus is barbaric. I would not wish such a fate upon my worst enemy. 'Tis plain that no love was lost between the Allagans and the dragons, but was it truly necessary to keep so great a number here? Dalamud did not want for defenses. This we have experienced firsthand. Such guardians as the Allagans created, both living and unliving, were surely no less capable of repelling intruders than these poor creatures. Tell me something, LSA. Have you not managed to determine by whose will Bahamut exists? No, I have not. At first I assumed that Bahamut had no people of his own, that the Allagans had perhaps discovered a way to simulate prayer itself. However, Nail's words gave me cause to reconsider, specifically the Shed's mention of Bahamut's beloved children. It's these dragons, baby. From that I infer that the primal is given form by the will of worshippers from whom we have yet to... Great Scott! Oh. God strike me down for a blind fool. Bahamut's beloved children right here before my very eyes. How could I be so stupid? Who else but the dragons of Eld would summon Bahamut? Who else but they could sustain him? And to think I wondered why the Allagans kept him imprisoned here. Even should the flame of Bahamut's life go out, his faithful children would summon him back. For this reason, the Allagan Empire kept an army of dragons here in a perpetual state of duress, that they might sustain the primal's existence. Truly, the Allagans' ingenuity know no bounds, and neither did their cruelty. Small wonder that Bahamut was so enraged. Let no one deny that it was man who sowed the seeds of the calamity. Will you now turn your hatred towards our own kind, dear sister? Do not patronize me, Alphanod. I merely acknowledge our guilt. Well, it's not us, it was the Allagans. Seems legit. My load times are atrocious. check it out. It looks like a miniature Dalamoon. Regeneration grid. 6,835 YALMS. We're going in deep. I think we can all go to the same side. I don't think that there's going to be a problem here. Escort me. More like destroy everything for me. Died instantly. No. Some really cool visuals. There's so much empty space. You can actually come in here alone. It just takes a little bit longer for all the stuff to deactivate. I can't remember if you have to return and clear out both sides, but... At least I'm getting to land hits. If you walk into those laser walls, you'll instantly die. It was kind of neat though, back in the day, you separated your party into 4 and 4. It was the most comprehensive trash they've ever done, and it was very cool. Like I liked it. My raid groups that I was in at the time, they were kind of annoyed by it. They were just like, ugh, trash, ugh, I hate trash. Let's just play the boss. I just want to get to the boss. And it's just like, well, don't you want to play the game or don't you? Like, not everything is just about the boss. Originally, when this boss came out, Dragoon hadn't yet been granted the ability to start both of its combos without actually making it positionals. So that was kind of a dick move on their part. Uh-oh. 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 Oh boy. Some things happened. Okay. I'm still alive. So, ow. Barely. See if I can live. Kinda doubt it. Ow. Yeah, I didn't think so. Not with that fork lightning pig. But, you see, this boss put out these tethers, and you had to stay together, but you also couldn't get near the other tether color, if I remember right, because there were also like blue tethers or red, they're blue and green tethers. see. Earring of Fending. Wow, that's actually pretty much a DPS earring. Okay, I'll take it. I think they do a cutscene for every single floor, because this is the final raid tier of Realm Reborn. Why, this looks like the model of Dalamud, yes. For millennia, Bahamut must have gazed at this unchanging view, trapped inside a prison that was scarcely large enough to contain him, unable to move, denied the release of death. How his hatred for man must have burned. And that hatred found an ideal vessel in Nail Vein Darnus. In many ways, Bahamut is to be pitied, not loathed, but knowing the true extent of his fury, I am more convinced than ever of the necessity of our endeavor. Besides, he is not the only soul that cries out for vengeance. See, those earrings wouldn't be better because of the EXP bonus, but also because the Aetheryte earring is giving us, I think, basically the same stats. The choker, though. Now, this turn is my favorite raid turn of all time. The cutscenes, the fight, the cutscenes. Oh, you're in for a treat, viewer. You're in for a treat.
Gods, he is almost whole again.
I wouldn't call that almost whole. I mean, he's got wings now and arms, but his tail and legs and abdomen are all missing.
His size is staggering. I can scarce imagine how Grandfather stood against such a monstrosity.
This cannot be allowed to proceed any further. Let us disable the coil and move on. Grandfather? No, that man is dead. I will not dishonor my beloved grandsire's memory by calling you such. You are but his twisted shape, the thrall of a mad primal.
You were foolish to disregard my warning, child. Are you so convinced of your own righteousness?
'Tis the rightness of our path that led us to return. Eorzea will never be safe whilst Bahamut remains to threaten all we hold dear. What of the hero who gave his life in defense of the realm? Do you truly dispute the justice of our cause?
My poor, ignorant grandchildren. Your world is shaped by naught but recent conflict. Listen, and I will speak to you of justice. 'Twas in the twilight of the Third Astral Era. The southern land of Mericidia suffered invasion at the hands of the Allagan Empire. With no atrocity too depraved for their purpose, the forces of Alec were unstoppable in their advance. Desperate for salvation, the dragons prayed to one of their first brood, to their ancestor Bahamut. Infused by the power of their fervent supplications, Bahamut arose from the abyss of death and took wing as the Mericidians' newborn god. Yet this great miracle would only serve to further the maniacal designs of the dragon's imperial conquerors. The cruel fetters which bind my lord stand testament to the Allagan's boundless greed and hubris. I once summoned the 12 in an attempt to forestall the advent of the 7th Umbral Era. What then did the dragons of Mericidia do that I did not? Wherefore are they accursed and I exalted? 'Tis man's overweening belief in his own primacy that blinds him to the commonness of his condition and the truth of his own tyranny. As long as man is suffered to remain, the dragons shall never be at peace. Only when the plague of people has been expunged shall the children of Lord Bahamut be free. Then shall the world know true justice.
Justice for the
Stop
dragons.
it! Grandfather would never say such things. His belief that people were worth saving never faltered.
Yeah, justice for the dragons, but not for the people.
He had faith in their strength, that they could stand together and push back against the darkness seeking to shape them.
A false hope. 'Tis folly to place one's faith in so flawed a race. Stand together? Huh. They would first need to agree on which direction to face. If history teaches us anything, it is that man cannot find common ground between his own 2 feet.
Damn. Whew.
Even you, twins, whose veins run with the same blood, struggle to fathom each other's reasoning. You hide your differing agendas behind the convenient banner of Eorzea's salvation. Given your obvious self-interest, can you truly claim no kinship with the Allagan? And though I hope they might bring you closer, 'twould seem that the twin grimoires I bestowed upon you were a wasted gesture.
There may well be truth in your judgment of Alize and me, but such a one-sided tirade bemoaning the evils of man rings false, coming from the lips of Archon Louisoix. Tell me, do you champion the cause of dragons because Bahamut compels you as his thrall? Or is it because you yourself have transcended the limits of man's existence?
Ah, so the possibility did not escape your notice. What I prayed for, and what I have become. These are the keys that unlock the truth behind Eorzea's rebirth. If you would have them, then you must needs take them by force. Come, rend this divine form asunder and claim your answers.
I got chills.
But I thought... No. He has become a primal?
It is difficult, I know, but you must accept it. That entity is no phantom or imposter. It is our beloved grandsire.
Woof.
Please, for his sake and for ours, you must defeat our grandfather.
Yep, no problem. I'll get Darius right on that. Thank you, Darius. lost the brand, or it didn't matter. Careful not to run into Phoenix's fire, because it will kill you. Now time for some of the best cutscenes this game has ever had to offer. Also, I gotta say, that's pretty cool, the Phoenix with blue fire. Bracelet of slang? Yeah, sure, I'll take it. Hey, look, another... Oh. Here we go, best cutscenes of all time here. For Final Fantasy XIV.
Grandfather is truly gone this time. But better it end this way than the alternative.
I am yet here, Alice, my dear, sweet granddaughter.
Damn.
Grandfather?
What's it take to kill this guy? There's like...
I must thank you, warrior of light. Without your valor, I might never have broken free of Bahamut's control. These last few moments are mine, to live as the man I once was.
This is all that I wanted. Yet, now that it is happening, I find myself struggling to believe it. Is it really you?
Grandfather, pray forgive me my insolence. It was not my intent to demean you.
Forgive you? I am proud of you, child. You were wise enough to deduce the manner of creature I had become. Alphino, Alize, if any here should beg forgiveness, it is I.
Grandfather, I must ask, will you not tell us what befell during the calamity?
Yes, yes, of course. You have come far to hear the truth. Let us then begin the tale at the Battle of Cartano, where clashed the forces of the Garlean Empire and the Eorzean Alliance. 'Twas there in the sky above the surging armies that the elder primal Bahamut broke free of the Red Moon Dalamut. In an effort to contain this avatar of destruction, I called upon the 12 to aid me in the creation of a prison of ether. But Bahamut would not be caged by such feeble bars. Too vast was his might, too fierce his rage. Little choice remained to me. I used the last of my strength to entrust our hope unto the future, and prepared to meet my end.
But then... knows the truth of Cardinal.
As you have no doubt surmised, I did not perish. When the cage built from the essences of the 12 was destroyed, the sky was filled with a colossal cloud of ether. This drifting energy responded to the prayers of those fighting below, and to my own desperate wish that the dying realm be saved by infusing me with the power of a primal. I became the immortal phoenix, ancient symbol of rebirth. Rising into the sky, I struck Bahamut with all my newfound strength. The blow shattered his earthly form, and a shower of ether rained down upon the land. Thus began the rejuvenation of Eorzea. Believing the deed done, I relinquished my hold on that staggering energy, desirous that it should be returned to the realm without delay. But I had not reckoned on Bahamut's tenacious will. Even as he teetered upon the cusp of oblivion, the dragon reached out to claim me. Alas, within my fast fading form, enough remained of the Phoenix's energy to offer Bahamut a hold, and he dragged me along in his wake.
So this is an instance of a primal enslaving a primal. Huh.
And thus began your existence as the Elder Primal's thrall.
I guess whoever's stronger, right?
I cannot help but wonder at his will to survive. Though he was all but obliterated, Bahamut found a way to seize the power you surrendered. That would explain why part of his physical form survived to be entombed underground.
It would also explain why Eorzea was so terribly warped. Even as the land sought to restore itself, the returning flow of ether was cut off.
Very good. When his grip on existence was once again secured, Bahamut did not cease his feast until he had consumed every last mote of ether that yet floated in the air.
And still he was not fully restored.
You must remember that by this time, much of the freed ether had already returned to the land. That which remained was not sufficient to reconstruct so massive a form in its entirety. But there did not need to be. Not for a being sustained by the marvels of Allagan technology. As long as some piece of Bahamut persists, the Coils will seek it out and continue their regenerative task. The fragments of Dalamud appear motionless from the surface, but deep beneath the ground they had been searching, tunneling through rock and soil towards their escaped prisoner. And, as you have observed for yourselves, they found his heart. Warrior of Light, heed me. You must put a stop to Bahamut's regeneration, whether it be for man or for dragonkind. The question of justice is irrelevant. The Elder Primal will leave naught but a smoldering wasteland for both his children and ours. I beg you to defend Eorzea and guide its people to the future they yet struggle to find. This portal will take you to the final internment hulk. 'Tis time for the tale of Bahamut and his part in the calamity to come to an end. Alphino, Alize, pray, come closer. Your hopes and dreams must no longer be an extension of mine. You must needs find your own reason to fight for this realm, your own meaning in this sea of chaos. Will you do that for me?
Of course, Grandfather. I have already made it my mission to see this newborn Eorzea survive and flourish.
Alize, while I was yet enthralled to Bahamut, you spoke of my faith in man's strength. Know that your words reached me, imprisoned though my soul still was. So forceful was your conviction. I wonder if that belief has not become your own. Perhaps, after all your anger and sorrow was spent, you found something greater within you. See this fight to its culmination. 'Tis also your strength, in which I have faith.
I got faith in Darius too. Thanks.
Thank you for everything. Pray, take your rest, Grandfather. You deserve it.
There are records of an art that allowed one to summon the power of a primal from the essence of its demise. And though I am no true primal, all that I have left, I give to you. Alphino, Alize, my darling grandchildren. May Light's blessings ever keep and protect you.
Come, Warrior of Light. Our task remains undone.
Looks like we gotta face him head on. think I've been recording for what, like 38 minutes? Well, assuming that it doesn't cut out before the battle is over, I'll just end the video after we kill the next boss. The Burning Heart.
"'Twas a long and arduous road, but at last we reach its end. Farewell, Bahamut. I banish you back to the ether." He is not yet whole. I did not think him capable.
Oh dear.
Alize! Alize!
I had thought it finally over. I will not survive another blast. No. Is this how I honor my promise to grandfather?
You must needs find your own reason to fight for this realm. Your own meaning in this sea of chaos. Will you do that for me?
I will, grandfather. In fact, I believe I already have. That reason has been with me all along, guiding me. Eorzea's blade of light, shearing through endless shrouds of darkness. I have been shown the miraculous feats of which we are all capable, of which I am capable. Bahamut, you have wreaked enough havoc. I will not let your wrathful fires consume all that we know and love.
I have waited to hear you say that. You have found your resolve at last. Let me join my strength to yours.
Aw, sibling bonding moment.
In this place, in this moment, our purpose has become one.
Wish I could get a scholar book that looks that fancy.
Future of Eorzea!
This last task is yours, Warrior of Light. You must destroy Bahamut's crystal core.
I think that was eight blasts to be consistent with the fact that it's originally an 8-man duty. Yep. Guess it's basically Bahamut's soul, huh? Let's eat some good food. I guess we'll put the elixirs on the bar. Okay, wait for the green. Oh dear, where's the green? Oh! I'm boned. Well, Darius will probably be fine. Let's see what his dark is geared up like. He's got Ruby. Okay, definitely an alt job, but still more than a match for this. Although, well, okay, we're already to the ad phase, yeah, so it's fine. We're fine. Not as glamorous as it could be. What's this weather called, huh? Core radiation. Ascent of the parasite. Wait for the green. Oh, wait for the green. But he wound up being okay. That's cool. The storm of Merisidia. It's a Twintania close. Blood of Merisidia. They've all got elegant neurolinks. Gust of Merisidia, and they're just pooks. Shining is the land's light of justice. Ever flows the land's well of purpose. Walk free. Walk it's not quite over. You got a dire sword to fight still. Pain of Merisidia. And he'll have Bahamut do one more dive bomb. I believe this fight became soloable by Paladin at level 70. item level 340 or something like that. 10 seconds to territory. You know what? Actually, yeah, just leave. Let's just watch. That's Akmorn. Yay! Yeah, machinist handgun. I'll just pass that. I don't have any intent of leveling machinist on Clyde. I guess I could take it for seals though, since they already left. So they don't care. Alright, let's stop the video there, and we'll continue next time and finish off the Coil once and for all. And then we'll get back to main storyline for a while. Thanks for watching, and have a nice day. Stay safe.